welcome back to Draft Day Sports Pro Basketball 2021 with the Boston Celtics. It's been a few days since I've recorded. It was a busy weekend for this father of four, so I didn't have a lot of time to record anything. But I'm going to be back to my trying to record at least one video a day. One of the benefits of, I've worked from home for almost a decade now, so one of the benefits is that I can take my time during the day to do what I need to do, and part of that is recording some videos if I want to. So, we're going to record some videos. It is December 1st, 2021. We are 16-5. If you have forgotten, we're in first place currently. Game and a half up on Philly. 3 games up on Brooklyn, who have won 6 in a row. The Bucks have won 12 straight. The Phoenix Suns are 19. Let's take a quick look at the Phoenix Suns. Let's see what this 19-4 squad looks like. Booker averaging 27, 7 and 5. Ayton averaging 22 and 12. Chris Paul still going strong, 17 and 6. Carmelo Anthony with the Suns now, averaging 12. That's it. They don't really have a lot going on here, but those top 3 players are pretty lights out. So for us, just as a reminder, again, 16-5, but we're going to be without Tatum for about a week and a half. He's out with an injured toe. So let's quickly go in and set up the depth charts here. And I think this is going to be an interesting opportunity for us to run with Tatum and Robert Williams, I think. So let's just quickly do this. Turner and, we're without Miles Turner for 3 days too, so scratch that idea. I was going to say let's start Miles Turner and Robert Williams, but that's not going to work, so we're going to have to do this. Yeah, I wish there was some way, maybe in their next version, where you could just, click a button and click that and have it sort of clear, I guess, or fill everything back in, rather than having to click each one of these. So, I mean, you're effectively clicking 24 times for each position that you want to change. So, all right. So we are really shorthanded now for the next few days, and we are going to be really small here as well. Look at that. We're missing 2 centers and 2 power forwards. I guess Jeff Green's going to get some run at power forward. And center. That's just crazy. Whatever, it is what it is. I mean, I guess we're going to go with this. And Robert Williams is going to play a ton here in these next couple of games. So we got at least we're playing the 3-20 Hornets. Let's see how things go. And we win 98-78, so that's good. Thankfully, we played a really bad team. Toppin had 18. Jaylen Brown, that's crazy. Jaylen Brown should have been our go-to guy, and he had 1 point. And Jeff Green, out of nowhere, 19 points, 6 rebounds. So maybe Jeff needs some extra minutes there for us. Cam Reddish had 19. So we got some points from some unexpected sources there. Green and Reddish each with 19 points off the bench. So let's sim ahead. And we're going to have to reset here in a minute. All right, we're about to take on the Nuggets, which is a much more difficult challenge. Who do we have back? We get Turner back, so I think I want to do this. And so we're going to put Turner in here at power forward. And then Obi Toppin can back up at power forward and center. Jeff Green will still get some minutes. I mean, he scored 19 points. I can't in good conscience keep him on the bench at this point. So let's do this. And we'll bring Toppin in. Power forward, power forward, power forward, power forward. Power forward, power forward, power forward, power forward. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's just give Jeff Green some center minutes here. Actually, let's do it like this. Power forward, power forward. Center, center. Center. All right, let's do that. Let's do it like that. And let's take on the Nuggets at home. We're 10-0 at home, but we are without Tatum against a difficult Nuggets team. And we win. We win easily. 106-80. So good game there. Jaylen Brown with another bad game. That's 2 straight terrible games for Jaylen. 1 point in his last game, none in this one. That's an issue. We might have to look at and changing up some of Jaylen's game strategies. Kemba didn't have a good game, but Obi Toppin was great off the bench. Cam Reddish had a good game, 9 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. RJ Hampton with a good game, 13 and 6. Green and Redick both played. So our bench is just phenomenal. Let's quickly take a look at. All right, how's Jaylen struggling here? I don't want him shooting the mid-range shot. He's shooting 48%. He's shooting 36% from behind the three-point line. His threes, I mean, yeah. So let's tell him to take fewer three-pointers and see if that helps. Jaylen Brown. Playing style. Let's have him post up more. And catch and shoot less. Let's try it for a month and see how it goes. That's 2 really bad games for Jaylen Brown in a row. Let's keep going. Good, we get another off day. I like these off days when I got injured players. All right, so we're back against the Hornets, the 3-23 Hornets. Do we have everybody back? Everybody back except for Tatum. So we're fine. So we get Tatum back in 6 days. We'll continue to run with this lineup. And let's sim this game against the Hornets. We win 124-107. There we go. Jaylen with 31 points. So I don't want to say it was the coaching, but it was the coaching. Jaylen, I mean, he still took 9 3-pointers, but 9 of 15 from the floor, 9 of 12 from the free throw line, 31, 6, and 5. That's what I like to see. Robert Williams had 16 and 11. Miles Turner continues to struggle a bit with his offense as well, but averaging over 2 blocks a game, so I'm not going to complain. Kemba had 21 points, 14 assists. Nesmith with a good game. 7 3-pointers, 9 rebounds. RJ Hampton continues to play well. Cool. Of course, it helps that we played a terrible team. Another day off. Ooh, the Knicks. 2-23. New York Knicks. All right, we're ready to take on the Nets on the road. So the Nets look like they've won a bunch of games in a row. I think we're still without Tatum for another couple of days here. All right, let's see how this one goes against the Nets. 19-5 against 16-8, and we lose 127-117. Durant had 39 points, and this is without Kyrie Irving, as Irving is injured for about a month, give or take. Harrison Barnes had 19, but Durant, 39 points, 10 rebounds. Jaylen Brown came back with another dud, 3 points, 5 fouls in 18 minutes. Miles Turner, 3 of 14 from the field. Robert Williams had himself a game, 24-9. Kemba was pretty good with 18. Again, the bench, just absolutely killing it. Look at all those points off the bench. 15 from Reddish, 11 from Hampton, 12 from Green, 12 from Redick. Yeah, Jeff Green just continues to muddle away, and Cam Reddish looking pretty good. So we have improved our bench pretty substantially here over the last year. We're still without Tatum against the 76ers, but at least we're at home. So let's sim that one. We won. We put up 149 points, and Jaylen Brown is hurt. So let's look at the injury first. Oh, Jaylen Brown out for 270 days. Second major injury in as many seasons for the 25-year-old Brown. That one hurts. Because that's the one position we are not deep in is that swing. So that immediately means we're gonna have to look for a deal. So let's just take a look at the box score real quick. So Jaylen only played 5 minutes, and it was really balanced scoring. Miles Turner had 20 and 13. He played a great game. Robert Williams, 19 and 14. Kemba Walker, 20. Aaron Nesmith had 19. Toppin with 22 off the bench. Hampton, 19 points on 8 of 8 shooting. 10 assists. Cam Reddish. I want to leave Reddish off the bench because he's playing so well. From a bench position, J.J. Redick had 8. All right. Crap. Well, that's no good. Let's sim ahead to the next game because that should bring that should get Jason back. Yep, we have Tatum back. So let's restore the lineup. Let's bring Tatum up here to power forward. Miles Turner up here to center. I guess we start Jeff Green until we can sort out a trade for a swing player. That one hurts. Losing Jaylen for, I mean, not like he had played well. He had back-to-back 0-point games or something, but Jaylen is out. All right, so let's, Reddish is going to come in here. I mean, they're basically going to split these minutes down the middle, I think. In fact, I think Reddish is going to play more, but we're going to have Green in at the end of the game. Williams Toppin. Yeah. All right, let's save this real quick just to make sure nothing happens. All right. So let's just quickly look at, I want to look at the standings. I want to look at some teams that are out of it. The Knicks, the Pistons, the Hornets and Wizards, Timberwolves, and the Kings. All right. I'm not going to remember all that, but let's just start with Sacramento. So we're looking for a swing player. You know, maybe somebody who's in the last year of a contract or something like that. We've got some salaries. I mean, not a ton, but, you know, a lot of these players we signed in the offseason can make up. You know, I wouldn't mind moving Redick. He's shooting the ball really well, but I need a little bit more complete player. Yeah, I mean, I guess just looking for a 3-star type player is really all I want. I mean, I have options. I could always start Hampton and Kemba and start Kemba at the 2. I could start Reddish, but again, he's played really well off the bench, so I'd prefer to leave him there for now. Marvin Bagley. Shooting is really bad. Wizards have anybody that they might be willing to give up? I was looking at Avdija earlier. How far off are I? It probably says you got to be kidding. Yeah, real offer to make. And here's the problem is that the players that have value for me, I'm not prepared to give up. Like, I'm not trading Jalen or Jason or, I mean, I guess I could move Kemba. I'm, kind of look at a blockbuster for a small forward who's making a bunch of money. But I'm not going to move Brown, Tatum, Williams, Nesmith, Toppin, Hampton, Reddish. Like, those are and Miles Turner. Like, those are the players I'm not prepared to move. So maybe, what I'd really love is just to do this. But I don't think they weren't willing to do it before, so I don't think they're willing to do it now. Yeah, Beal is a 4.5 star, Kemba's a 3 star, so that's not a surprise. And I don't think even, that's not going to do anything. We're going to have to find a 3-star player who's making $30 million a year, or look for a team that's over the cap that can take on the salary without taking as much back, I guess. They don't really have anybody who piques my interest. Miles Bridges isn't bad. Can we do like a Miles Bridges for Gary Trent Jr. and... Oops, I gotta get Kemba out of there. Yeah, these are unrealistic offers that I'm making, and I can appreciate that. So we're just gonna take a quick look around and see if there's anything we can do. Siku Dumbuya, Jeremy Grant. Let's look at. So he's 21. Ratings. He's not a very good shooter. He can't really do much. He's not all that good. He's 2-star, 2.5 star. But maybe that's the kind of deal we have to look at. It's not cap legal. Now it's cap legal. But yeah, the AI understands who the real players are and who the because Gary Trent's 1.5 star, 2.5 star. He's 2-star, 2.5 star, and they're like, no, that's not a legit deal. Sadiq Bey. I'd be interested in a Sadiq Bey. Can I figure out a way to make that happen? Okay, so they don't want Redick. They don't want a 2nd-round pick. I bet I could give them a 1st. Yeah, but I don't want to give up a 1st to get Sadiq Bey. At least I don't think I do. Let's look at the ratings. Ooh, Bey can shoot. So is there some way I can make this happen without giving up another draft pick? I feel like that team that just trades all their draft picks, and I don't want to do that. Again, the problem is they're going to want very far apart. Josh Jackson. Real offer to make. I'm looking for some way to make this happen without giving up that 1st-round pick. That's really what I'm trying to do here. What about a couple of seconds? Salaries are not in accordance with league rules. Oh, okay. Very far apart. Very far apart. Yeah, I'm going to have to give him the first round pick, which I don't want to do, but Bay is a good player. I feel like that's something... Taylor Horton Tucker can't shoot. All right, well, I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind. We'll see where we are. I'll probably play the rest of this month without making a move. We'll see how the team does without Jalen out there. And then maybe towards the end of the month or the beginning of next year, we can bring in next calendar year. We can readdress that and look at Saddiq Bey. We lose 111 to 110 to the Mavericks on the road. Tough loss there. 21 from Tatum in his first game back. 20 from Miles Turner. Hampton with 15 off the bench. Robert Williams 12 and 8. When we lost Luka Doncic, Doncic only played 6 minutes, and we lost that game. That's tough to lose a game to the Mavericks that don't have Luka Doncic out there. We take on the Spurs now, and we win that one, 116 to 102. Tatum had 31. 31 and 9 for JT. Kemba had 18. Jeff Green with 12. Robert Williams at 16 and 7 off the bench. RJ Hampton continues to play fantastic. That's going to make it easier for me to move on from Kemba with how well he's playing. I need another point guard. Rondo has slipped substantially here, but Nesmith isn't doing badly. I'm not crazy about him starting. I feel like he'd be better off the bench. But again, I mean, my bench is stacked right now, so somebody has to be there. All right, so we win that one. We are, 21 and 7? 21 and 7. Sim ahead here. So a good, we're 5 and 2 so far in this episode. Now we're ready to take on the Magic at home. And we win. We're 14 and 0 on the at home on the year, and Hampton led the way with 24 points off the bench, 11 of 18 shooting, 5 assists, 3 steals. Cam Reddish with 14, Tatum 21, 10 and 5, Miles Turner 16. So Miles Turner's picked it up a bit since Jalen went down, which is nice. Kemba had 14, Nesmith 13. Kemba's down to 18. I mean, he's 7 assists and 4 rebounds a game. I mean, yeah, he's definitely passing the ball more this year, which I'm fine with. We got plenty of scorers. Kemba can score too, obviously, but I'm happy with him facilitating. I got a few messages, and I'm sure they're all scouting reports, and yeah. He's been playing lights out. We'll offer him praise. Miles Turner, will offer him praise. It says their effort's decreasing, but I've never really actually seen a drop in play. So, all right, we'll sim here. December 19th, we'll sim ahead again. Keep going until our next game. Here against the Knicks, the 4 and 27 Knicks at home. And we win 108 to 93, so fairly easy win for us. Led by as many as 23. Tatum 17-7. Oh, look at that line. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, 4 blocks for JT. Turner with 14, Kemba with 14. Again, the bench, Toppin with 16, Hampton with 16. Our bench is phenomenal. Cam Reddish continues to get better. He's up to almost 8 a game now. He's been great. So maybe we don't need a Saddiq Bey. You know, maybe this is it. You know, maybe we look for a veteran a veteran swing player, someone who solid defensively, can create his own shot, but isn't like JJ Redick isn't that player. JJ Redick is my stand behind the 3-point line and shoot threes type player for me. I'm looking for a Jaylen Brown style player who's maybe in the last year of his contract. So that's something we'll keep an eye out for, because we've looked pretty good since Jaylen went down. So I'm not as concerned about it, but we'll see what happens. So we take on the Rockets at home, and these are the James Harden-led Rockets still. And we have an injury, so who's hurt? Nesmith is out for 2 days. So this is where it starts to get hairy. Let's give Gary Trent a start. Let's see how he does. And I just want to make sure that he's out there for the beginning of each half so that they don't start somebody weird. Tatum almost had a triple-double, but we lost to a bad Rockets team. So that's not a great loss, unfortunately. Trent only played 11 minutes. Hampton, 16 points, 10 rebounds. Tatum almost had a triple-double, 33 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists. Kemba with 20 and 8. So we are going to have to make a move, I think. We're not deep at that swing position, and we've already lost 2 of our swing players. So we go on the road to play Oklahoma City, and we lose that one as well. So 2 straight losses here on the road to under 500 teams. So not a great stretch. Tatum had 27 and 9. Kemba had 25, and you can just see we're just not getting anything from our starters right now. Green and Trent just aren't getting it done. Obi Toppin had 10. He only played 14 minutes. Nesmith, oh, God, I forgot to change the lineup. All right, that's my fault. Let's go back to depth. Let's get Trent out of there and get Nesmith back in. So what we'll probably do is go to the end of the month. We'll look at stats and standings and everything, and then we'll go in and take a look at maybe a trade for a veteran. Saddiq Bey would be nice, but I don't know that we're gonna have the pieces to bring him back or to bring him over without giving up something that would just weaken us at another position, which I'm not interested in doing. So let's sim 23 and 9 on the year. We were 16 and 5 coming into this, so 8 and 4 in this episode. We're taking on the Grizzlies. They're 15 and 1 at home, and we win 139 to 115. Big win as Miles Turner had a season high 32 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, couple of blocks. Great game for the big man. Tatum had 20 and 9. Kemba had 23. Toppin 14, Robert Williams 12, Cam Reddish 10. So again, the bench getting it done. I got to figure out a way to get more minutes to Toppin without sacrificing Tatum. So I think maybe let's do this. I want Toppin out there at the end. I want to get him some more minutes. Play him at the 3 here. We're going to do that. We're just going to play Obi. Oh, he's hurt. Of course. He's only out for 1 day. I don't have a game today, so it's fine. Ooh, the Nets come to town, trying to end our perfect home mark, and they're able to, as they beat us by 17 at home. So it's our first home loss of the season. The Obi Toppin thing worked. He had 30 points in 22 minutes, but that was it. Turner had a terrible game. Green was bad. Kemba was horrific. There's just nothing good here other than, Robert Williams and Obi Toppin had decent games. Cam Reddish had a pretty good game. That was just ugly. So here's the last day of the month. And it is January 1st, 2022. So let's look at the standings. We currently sit in first place. We are 1 game up on the Nets. who are making a run here. They're 24-12. Philadelphia's 23-14. We have the second best record in the East, the Atlanta Hawks, 27-9 on the season. Let's just look at their stats real quick. Trae Young's averaging almost 36 points a game. John Collins averaging 23 and 10. Old friend Tristan Thompson averaging 9 points, 6 rebounds a game. Be nice to pry away Okongwu, who isn't playing, stuck behind Capella, Thompson, and Collins, but that won't happen. Peyton Pritchard isn't getting much playing time in Atlanta, unfortunately. So let's go back. Memphis 23-12, Denver 24-11 in first place. The Phoenix Suns 31-6. They've won 8 in a row. Clippers have won 12 games in a row, and they're still 6.5 games out of first place in the Pacific. The Lakers are only 15-21 as they are without LeBron James, who's injured with a torn ACL. So how quickly things change. They were loaded when the season started. And things have gone sideways. So let's look at the league leaders. I mentioned Trae Young, 35.9. Kyrie Irving, second in the league in scoring. Harden, Lillard, Curry, Durant, Donovan Mitchell, Colin Sexton, Luka Doncic, Karl Anthony Towns. Tatum is 19th. Assists, Doncic, Morant, Young, Fultz, Westbrook, Lillard, Holiday, Simmons, Leonard, Booker. Kemba is 16th. Rebounds per game, Gobert, Adebayo, Drummond, Capella, Ayton, Allen, Antetokounmpo, Whiteside, Karl Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid. Blocks per game, Whiteside, Davis, Isaac, Miles Turner, 4th in the NBA in blocks per game. Gobert, Wiseman, Porzingis, Lopez, Ayton, and Towns. Steals per game, Leonard, Simmons, Peyton, Harden, Isaac, Ball, Fox, Holiday, Davis, Kyrie Irving. 3-point percentage. I just like looking at that one. You get ridiculous percentages. Macklemore shooting 56%. JJ Redick is 6th. Tatum 12th. Nesmith 17th. Obi Toppin 20th. If we look at our stats, that's the Lakers. JT leading the way, just under 23 a game, 7.5 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal and a half, and almost a block and a half a game. Kemba's at 18 a game. The shooting is down. He's down to 40% from the field, only 32% from behind the three-point line. 6.8 assists, 4 rebounds. Jalen's season is over. 13.6, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists per game. Miles Turner in his first season with the Celtics. 11.6, 7.4, averaging almost 2.5 blocks a game. Obi Toppin, 10.8 off the bench. RJ Hampton, 10.4 off the bench. Both playing phenomenal. Hampton's averaging almost 6 assists a game. I got to get Toppin some more minutes for sure. Nesmith, and it might be at the sacrifice of Aaron Nesmith, who and he's been okay. 10 points, 4 rebounds. Hasn't been great in a starter role in 30 minutes a game. But Robert Williams playing really well. 10 points, 6.5 rebounds. Jeff Green didn't start playing until midway through the season, but he's averaging 8 and 3/4. Cam Reddish having a nice season. 7.5 and 4, 1.5 assists. Reddick is doing what we paid him to do, which is just come in and shoot. Shooting almost 50% from behind the three-point line. The rookie Mike Jackson hasn't gotten much playing time. He's trapped behind a number of players. He might be somebody we could potentially use in a deal. Rondo and Dedmon. In fact, let's take a look and see. Let's go back to Detroit. Let's pull up Sadiq Bey and let's do Gary Trent and Mike Jackson. Cool. All right. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but I will take it. Sadiq Bey is now a member of the Boston Celtics. We move on from this year's first-round draft pick, Mike Jackson, and Gary Trent, who hadn't played much. So Sadiq Bey will move into our rotation. And I think Let's see. How do I want to do this? I don't want Hampton starting. We will start Sadiq Bey, though, at the small forward position. So I just want to reset the minutes, and then we will call it an episode. All right, so Reddick is out, but he's not out long, so we'll just leave him where he is. Jeff Green. All right, so how do I want to do this? Bey is 6'8", 215. He's a shooter. He can't do much else, but that's fine. So we're going to let's take care of the small forward thing first. So we'll bring in, I want Reddish ending the game. Okay, Obi Toppin. Do that with Obi. Let's go like that. And like that. All right, so that gives Toppin 18, Williams 18, Reddish 16, Sadiq Bey 26. Actually, would probably be okay knocking his minutes down even further and getting Toppin in the game some more. Where, though? Like that? Yeah, that's better. That is better, I think. Robert Williams needs more minutes. Okay, so Toppin's at 24, Williams is at 20. I think, again, more minutes for Hampton at the expense of, I think I want to run Hampton at I want to do that. I want Hampton out there at the end of games with Kemba, I think. Neesmith is still at 30 minutes. Oops. What I really should do, though, is make Kemba the shooting guard when he's out there with... Yeah, that's what I should do. Have Hampton running the point, because Kemba's still the better shooter. So we're going to start Walker, Neesmith, Bey, Tatum, and Turner. And at the end of the game, we're going to have Walker, Bey, Tatum, Turner, and Hampton. Yeah, I think that's fine. Store the lineup. Save it. Cool. And that's going to do it for this episode. So next episode, we'll do the month of January. I don't suspect we're going to have... Sorry about that. I don't suspect we're going to have many more moves before the end of the season. We might, we'll see how injuries go, and we'll see what's available. Kemba's making a lot of money. It wouldn't kill me to move on from him, but, the return would have to be something, and I don't know that we're going to get a great return from Kemba, who's only a 3-star player making $36 million or whatever it is. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.